Hello viewers of Very African Television, you're welcome back to our channel. If it is your first time stopping by, we are very happy to have you and would like you to do this for us. Please subscribe, comment, like and share our videos with others, as well as click the notification button so you get notified each time we put up a new video. I bet you it's going to take just a few seconds of your busy schedule. Well, we can do that while counting 10, shall we? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please subscribe, like and share with your friends. Well, if it's not your first time stopping by, we are always happy to have you. Thanks for always coming back. Very African Television, as you know, is your #1 online YouTube channel. We bring you education, information, all this while keeping you entertained from our base here in Turkey. Talking about Turkey, Turkey happens to be a country that borders 2 continents, yes, Asia and Europe. Today we are taking you to meet a man who's been living in Turkey for more than 2 decades now. His name is Mr. Yomi. He's going to be sharing with us his experience, what it has been like staying in Turkey. Remember, I told you it's for over 2 decades. Whereas many people, especially Africans, see Turkey as a route connecting them to Central Europe. Well, maybe he has a secret. Only him will tell us how he survived this more than 2 decades. Follow me. We are presently at his residence and he's waiting to receive us. Let's go. Let's go. Anybody home? Hello, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good to see you. Please come in.
Good to see you too. Thank you for receiving us.
Please. You're welcome to my house.
Thank you so much. Greetings, sir, and thanks for welcoming us into your home.
Thank you very much.
All right, so please introduce yourself to our audience.
Oh, by the way, my name is Oladipo Abayami Soetan. People call me Sam because of the difficulty in pronouncing my name in Turkish. I came to this country in 1997. Since then, I've been living in this country.
So, for how long? That makes how long precisely now?
Approximately, I think this October is going to be 22 years now that I've been in this country.
Wow, viewers, I told you he's been here for more than 2 decades. So share with us your experience. How was it? What brought you to Turkey in the first place?
Wow, that was a very touching question. Actually, I didn't have the mind of coming to Turkey. What nature of destiny we'll call it. I was at that time a member of an NGO organization. At that point, there was an invitation for forestry conference in which I came for. We were about 4 in numbers. That was how I came to Turkey. I didn't plan to come to Turkey actually. Turkey was never my place of visiting or probably to stay up with, in. I was thinking of Britain, Canada, America, all these kind of places. It's just by fate and by destiny. That's it. That's how I came to Turkey.
And you found yourself here in 1997, you said?
Yeah, 1997, exactly.
Okay, so how was it at the beginning? Many years back, more than 2 decades in Turkey. How was it at the start?
Wow. At the start, it was very, very difficult. Really, really difficult. I wouldn't lie to you. No language, no brother, no sister, no money, you know. I found myself in the middle of the desert, and at the end of the day, you just have to keep on going. And thank God today, I think I'm somewhere. I was nowhere before, but now I'm somewhere.
That's nice to hear.
Thank you.
So what are some of the challenges you faced as a young man coming to Turkey? Like you said, no family, you left your family back home. What are some of the difficulties?
The most intricate difficulties then was leaving my wife and my son back home then. It was really depressing, but at the end of the day, when I found myself in this condition and I looked left and right, there was nobody to help me out. I said, look, I just have to face the square, and I started learning the language gradually, because to live in a country where you don't speak the language, you need to be in their system. know.
Yes.
If you're in Rome, you have to be like the Romans.
Yes.
So as a result of that, I just started learning the language gradually. It wasn't easy. It was really difficult. I must confess that.
Eventually,
really.
you speak Turkish.
Eventually, I was able to speak. I'm still learning actually, because
Yes.
it's not a language you can just finish overnight.
Of course.
I wasn't born here. I didn't school here. I came here when I was above 35 years old.
Starting a language
yes.
at that age?
At that age, it was a challenge. But thank God, I really came up with something.
Well, you know, many people, especially Africans, they see Turkey as a route.
Okay.
They are crossing through, you know, the seas to go to Greece. The sea swallowing many youth Africans every day. They think that you cannot make it in Turkey.
That's true.
Turkey is just a route to Central Africa. What can you say about that?
Wow, that's a very good question. Thank you very much. Back home to my African brothers and sisters, I want you to take this. Whoever is lying to you that Turkey is a connection to Europe is totally lying to you. It's a pure lie. If you're coming to Turkey, you better make sure you have your visa, genuine. And when you get to Turkey, there is no way you can get out of Turkey to this neighboring country. We have two neighboring countries that is very close to Turkey, which is Bulgaria and Greece. And these two countries are European countries. If you don't have Schengen visa, please don't venture of coming to Turkey to say you're going to buy a bus ticket and go out. It's impossible. If that had been the easiest thing to do, I would have gone out since. I would have even taken my family. So be not be deceived, please.
You know why? It comes to my mind. Why didn't you try, for the years of difficulties? You told me some things off the mic. We'll be coming to that.
Yep.
Why didn't you try the sea route? Try taking the water, like we always say, to go to these countries?
Well, there's a language for that route. They call it iki iki. Iki iki in the Turkish language means tutu.
Yeah.
Actually, the boys that were going there are so many problems that they face because it was mostly during the winter season that they take people out of the country.
Yes.
Because during the winter, the gendarmes are always in the barracks. They don't patrol the borders. So it's easy for the hawkers to take people out of the country, taking them through the Mediterranean Sea. And a boat, just a rubber boat, almost about 20, 40 people could be packed there.
Balloon.
Yeah, a balloon boat. And you know what it means in going through that kind of a journey. No sailor, no pilot, just only you and your future there, you know, and the boat should capsize, that's it. Many lives has been lost there. And that's a very terrible thing. You know. I even lost some of my colleagues, or not even colleagues, sorry, my African brothers that I knew or that I met in this country. It's a terrible loss, honestly. It's a terrible loss. Oh. I wanted to, but when I saw the feedback of the people, the pains, because there was a Ghanaian boy that was amputated. Oh. His two legs were amputated, yes, because of this journey he wanted to embark on. It's a deadly one, but people just have to think of survivor, and they wanted to get out of Turkey at all costs. But when I saw that, I just draw a word, no, I'm not going to do this. I tried something which it didn't work out. But then I said, well, I have to stay back.
What are some of the things you got involved into these first years? I mean, back then when you just came?
In 1997, when I came, the things that were in vogue then was, I don't know if I should say this into the camera, it's drug actually. Most of African brothers that came to Turkey, they were into drugs. It's only drugs. And anytime you walk on the street, when other Turkish people sees you, what are they thinking of? Their concept and the way they look at you is that, oh, that guy must be a drug dealer or probably dog peddlers. I have been stopped once. On that day, I was so mad. I was so furious. I told that guy, I said, look, if you're looking for a black man that is selling drugs, I know one. He's in that police station. Go to that police station and tell that policeman, because they know who they are and what they were doing. And the guy looked at me and said, what are you saying? I said, yes, you want to buy? You got some money? Let me take you to the police station. He ran away because he wasn't expecting such an answer from me. Then after that, I started, you know, learning the language, meeting people, talking to people. Day in, day out, things were getting shape. things are beginning to reckon with me and say, oh, can you do this? Do you understand the language? Initially, they thought I was a student, but I told them, no, I'm not a student. I just find myself in Turkey and I'm living here. So what can I do? You know, I just have to face the music. The music was hard, but thank God today I think I'm comfortable.
So in which city exactly were you, and how was the accommodation like when you just came to Turkey?
Directly, I came to Istanbul when I first came to Turkey in 1997. Where I first met myself was very convenient, but after some time, the owner of the house couldn't accommodate us for quite too long, and he took us to a ghetto, as it was being mentioned those days. It was horrible. I found myself in a place, one-bedroom apartment with about 16 other guys, all in total. What can I do? Like I said before, no money, no brother, no sister, no assistant. I just have to live and blend with those people that I met there. It was a horrible experience, but when you compare to the status that I am now, I think it is best for me to start educating my fellow brothers and sisters that are coming to Turkey. If you're coming here to stay, please, I would like you to hold enough money that will help you to be able to rent an apartment, if not all by yourself, probably with 2 other people, maximum 3. That would be ideal, rather than staying whereby you're going to be 11 or 12 people in a room, which is dehumaning, you know.
I think there are still some people living.
Yeah. I still heard some people like places like Kunkapi, like Talabashi area. What's it called? You know, Talabashi is being given a kind of a slogan, TBS. A TBS means in Nigeria we call it Tafawa Balewa Square. They didn't want to mention Talabashi because Talabashi is a very horrible area. It's totally horrible. Totally horrible. Even our Ajegune is better than Talabashi. It's totally horrible. But things are getting better if you meet the right person. If you get into Turkey, please don't just go to anybody's house. If you don't know any person, you better learn who you're going to live with before you go to Turkey, because there are people who are ready to rake you of your money and leave you in the cold. You better believe it. I'm talking from experience. I have saved people, not directly giving them accommodation, but telling them, don't go here, go this place. It's always very important that you listen. A word of elders is a word of wisdom. That's what I'm going to say.
Let's just show some light on this accommodation thing. I hear you queue up to cook, you queue up to sleep.
Well, it's. I told you, like I said, I wouldn't want to go back to it, but by telling people over there, it will give them a kind of a insight to what I went through. I could remember one day I was in the toilet and somebody needs to do the major toilet. Come on, you have overdone your time. I said, come on, give me a break. But that is the situation we found ourselves. It was totally horrible. Believe it, it was totally horrible. But thank God today, I don't know how to just say this, you know. Thank God, thank God, thank God. Endurance, patience, dedication, and trustfulness.
Yeah.
I was having this. I was just believing that one of these days I'm going to be there, and thank God I'm there today.
Your story is so inspiring.
Well,
I'm like,
I'm not done yet. I've got a lot to say, but I don't think the time and day is not enough for us to finish. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to write a story about my situation in Turkey, or the way I started.
Would love to have that in a book.
I'll be happy
so
to
you
have
get inspired with the younger ones, people wanting to come to Turkey. So now, you're a Turkish citizen.
Yes, I am.
So how did it come about?
Oh, that was a long story too. Then when I started living in this country, I was being introduced to so many things like illegal marriage setup, in which I was trying to find money to pay. Then it was about $1,000 to pay for a marriage arrangement. I couldn't even get that money because that was, like I told you initially, I have no money, no sister, no brothers, no work. because then nobody is ready to give us a job because of the language problem. But eventually, a friend of mine introduced me to teaching job
Yes.
at a private language course. That is where I started.
Yes.
After some time, I met a lady who introduced me to my Turkish wife. I got married in 2003. I had a baby boy in 2004. After about 8 years later, I got my citizenship through my marriage.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right. So now you keep saying where you are today is not where you were when you came in 1997.
Yes.
At what point did the table turn? Did everything start getting easy? Share with us that experience too, please.
Well, living in Turkey is something of an experience. I wouldn't discourage anybody that wanted to come from Africa not to come to Turkey, because there are a lot of advantages and disadvantages. If you're in the right circle, if you meet the right people, then you can understand that Turkey is a place of an opportunity. Just like people that are going to America, they say America is a land of hope for
Milk
any
and
person.
honey.
Yeah, land of honey. Turkey too is a land of honey for anyone that wants to visit here, provided you have a genuine intention of staying in this country. You know, when I got married to the Turkish wife, I was able to get some way out, and doors are beginning to get open. You know, everywhere I go, people look at me, they reckon with me, they see my wife, they see me. I was being respected. Oh, this is an African brother that's gotten married to our daughter here, to our sister. So eventually things were getting better every day. But coming to Turkey to live is not going to be as easy as people thought because of the language. Language is one of the problems that we have in this country. It's going to take you a lot of time to learn the language, but if you are the type that interested in learning any language, no matter the cost or no matter the difficulties, you will get through with it. You know, because everything has to have an impact on you. You must have the interest. I got the interest because most of the words that they speak in Turkey are very close to my native language, Yoruba language, because I'm from Yoruba land in Nigeria. When I hear some words, I just look back and they look at me and say, "Sanana, never kill some." And never kill some means, what are you looking at? And I say, I heard something that is from my local language. And I'm beginning to get interested in the language, and that's where I'm able to do something today.
Okay. So I would like to ask you.
Please do.
Now, you see, many a times, people just want to leave. Were you not tempted at some point? You've been in Turkey for 22 years.
Yeah.
Why the choice of Turkey as a settling place?
I wanted to leave as well because I tried 2 times, just like I said, through illegal means.
Yes.
Not with the icky type. I used some British and American passport then. That was one of the other things that were in vogue. I'm not sure, maybe this is right for me to say, but these are the things that were being done those days.
Yes.
And you say, if you can't beat them, you have to join them.
Yes.
I was forced to buy a British passport that was stolen from somewhere. I don't know where it was stolen. But along the line, I was sent back from Bulgaria. Thank God that day, I was so lucky. If I was caught red-handed with stolen passport, I would have spent 6 months in Bulgaria cell. But I was just really, from what I talked with them, you know, they asked me so many questions. I studied the passport even before I took up the journey. I look at the date of birth, the name, the place that the passport was issued, the working visa that was on it that was issued in Holland, everything. I studied it before I embarked on it. But I was not allowed to pass through Bulgaria, so I have to return back to Turkey. From there, I have to start all over again. The second American passport, a guy sent it to me from Germany. Believe you me, I couldn't even use the passport. I have to sell it to make a living because of the difficulties I was going through those days. It wasn't easy, my sister. It wasn't easy.
Oh, but now you're in Turkey.
I'm in Turkey. Yeah.
If you have an opportunity to leave,
yeah,
will you
leave now?
Leave now.
Oh no, I'm aspiring to be the president, the next black president of Turkey. Take it. Look at this picture here.
Yeah.
This is one of the things that gave me the, I won't say audacity, the kind of encouragement.
Yes.
When I came in 1997, everywhere I go, I see this man's picture. I see his name everywhere. Ataturk. I was asking people, who is this man? Why is he so important to you guys? They said, oh, this is our leader. He's a soldier. He's a savior. He saved Turkey from foreign invaders, and these popular or big countries.
Yeah. Then
I begin to imagine, if this man could do this to Turkey, then I need to read about him. There was a lady that bought me a book about Ataturk. I read it, and I'm convinced that this is a really leader. He's not only a leader, he's a genius and he's an angel. He's a leader, he's a genius, and he's an angel. To me, in my own perspective, that's the way I see this man. And I'm really happy about it.
So you're in Turkey to stay, no living now? Like the time when you needed to or could have thought of leaving is over?
Well, I think that's for long gone. You know, if I'm going to leave here now, I'll be going back to my country, because I'm thinking of joining African and Turkey, especially what couldn't be found in Africa that are here in Turkey. I want to take it over there, and in Turkey and in Africa, I want to bring it to Turkey. And one other thing, sorry to cut you short.
No, it's okay.
As a Turkish citizen, with Turkish passport, there are some countries that I go into the world, almost over 99 countries.
Yes.
With that, I think I'm happy. I can go wherever I want.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm now a serious-minded person. I want to do business with Africa and Turkey. Now connect the two continents together, because Turkey is in the middle of Asia and Europe.
Yes, I told you that.
And if I can be a connection, a kind of a bridge between Africa and Turkey and Europe, the sky is my limit. Why am I going to America or Europe? You know,
the milk and honey.
Yeah, it's right here. Yeah.
Okay, that leads me to my next question. What are some of the opportunities somebody coming to Turkey now, a youth coming to Turkey, can vie in for?
Okay, good. Whenever young Africans, wherever you might be coming from, north, east, west, or south, it doesn't make any difference. There's a trading, you know, because Turkey is a place whereby textile is one of their major source of revenue. After textile, then they have, what's it called? Tourism.
Yes.
There are a lot of places you can visit in Turkey. Just come, you'll be surprised. But when you want to go into textile, you'll be surprised too. No matter how much amount you bring into this country, I bet you better be careful. You might end up borrowing money before you go back here, because there are a lot of things you can see here and you need to buy.
Get into genuine business.
Genuine business, not illegal business. Genuine, real business. Actually, there's a new system in Turkey now. If you have $100,000 to invest into the system, whereby buying a house or setting up a business, Turkey is going to give you a stay permit, uninterrupted stay permit. And if you now invested about $250,000, that's the automatic citizenship. If you have the money, come to Turkey.
There are opportunities.
There are opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities.
To milk and make a good, genuine. It mustn't be the crook way.
It shouldn't be. Actually, we Africans, sometimes we think that going to Western Europe is to go and make money fast one.
Yes.
Well, you can make fast money, but provided you know the price you're going to pay when you get caught. You know, because there are issues that I've seen in this country. When I came in, I've seen people that have been jailed. I've seen people that have been sent to prison so many times. Let me just put in a short story here.
Yes.
When I was about collecting my Turkey international passport,
yes,
the policeman took my fingerprints. The next question he asked me, do you know what?
Tell me.
He said, how long have you been in this country? For over 15 years. And you were never in prison. I was shocked. I said, what do you mean? Why should I be in prison? They said there are so many Africans in the prison. I said, well, those ones are in the prison because they have made up their mind to be in prison. Yes. I don't want to be in prison. I came here innocently, and anytime I want to live innocently. You know, that is their belief, because when they see a black man, they thought every one of us are bad, but we are not. Yeah. There are good ones among us, there are angels, there are intellectuals, there are very intelligent people. All they need to do is just accept us into the system, and the sky is the limit for both of us.
All right, sir. Any last word for our audience?
You mean my African brothers and sisters?
We have Turkish viewers too, and you end up by telling them something lovely in the language you learned from them.
Let me start with my Turkish families.
Yes.
Sayın Türk arkadaşlarım, ailem, sevgilerim, dostlarım, iş arkadaşlarım, size çok çok çok seviyorum. İnan bana, bu ülke ilk geldiğinden beri hiç pişman değilim. İlk etapta bu dili bilemiyorum, çok zorlanıyorum, çok perişanım. Ama şu anda mutluyum çünkü siz bana kapıyı açtınız. Girdim. Sağ olsun bizim liderimiz de var burada. Allah rahmet eylesin. O bu ülkeyi kurtardı. Onun sayesinde bu ülkede yaşıyorum. Memnunum, mutluyum. Allah hepinize razı olsun. Size çok seviyorum. İnan bana. Kalbimde, bütün eşimde size çok seviyorum. Allah hepinize razı olsun. Çok teşekkür ederim.
All right, and in English now, back to...
in English now, to everyone that I have met so far, to every of my colleagues that I've worked with so far, I will start with Dilek Kırcaoğlu. I will never forget you, Dilek. I will never forget you. You are the mother of my child. And I will always remember you for everything you did, the battle you went through before I could come back to this country, because I was given 7 years ban not to come back because I lived illegally. But you fought for me. You stood by me. I will always remember you. That's number one. Number two, to all the people that I've met in Turkey, you have always been saying one thing. Mr. Sam, you are very good. Çok iyisin. And I used to ask one question. What did you see in me that makes me so good? Just the way you talk, the way you interact. You are very kind. I couldn't see that in myself, but you guys saw it in me, and I believe I deserve to do something more better than what I'm doing now in this country. I want to be the next president of Turkey. Please, let that dream happen.
Inshallah, like this.
Let that dream happen. I'm going to join a political party because I know if I'm going to set up a party, it's going to take me a long time, but I'm going to join one political party. I don't know which one. I'm still thinking left and right of which one to do, but I'm going to be there. Please, watch out for Sam. Watch out for Ladipo Abayami Soetan. I'm coming very soon. Thank you.
We, the crew of Royal Africa Television, we cannot thank you enough. It was such a pleasure, a nice chat with you. Personally, I've learned a lot. Thank you so much for opening your doors, sir. So viewers, that was it. That was it on this segment of entertainment slot for you. I know you've learned a lot. Myself, I've learned a lot about Turkey before and Turkey now. Well, that was Mr. Yomi Soetan speaking to us. I told you, a man who has been here for more than 2 decades. Well, if you have any questions, any doubt, anything you want to know, you think he can shed some light on that, please comment, leave your question in the comment section, and we can always create time to come. He's a very busy person, I must say, but he's also more than available and willing to share with us. If you have any question, we'll make our time to come back to him, and he would give you the answers that you request for. So thank you very much for watching. It is on that note that we draw the curtains on today's program. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share our videos with your friends. I remain your host, Regan Go, assisted by my cameraman, Shegun, and supervised by our TV program director, Elvis Go.
I will, definitely. I will do that. And this is the way we greet each other in Turkey. When we're seeing somebody else, we have to hug each other.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the way we do it in Turkey.
Okay.
Okay?
And how do they say goodbye now?
Hoşça
Okay.
Hoşça kal.
Görüşürüz.
Görüşürüz. Hoşça kal. All right, take care. Okay. See ya.